Going off of the plus-minus grading system, I believe Emily and I would feel that the thing that needs to be changed the most is the A-, and it's something that we have brought up in several different instances. And after speaking with hundreds and hundreds of students, it's become obvious that this is something that is a top concern of theirs. And after serving on the Academic Affairs Committee, Emily and I have and do feel like it is not a good representation of the students. There's no A+ to balance out that A-. And so as far as a specific policy goes, with the Missouri State University, we would seek to change that. Now, furthermore, Emily and I have and will enact a 5-point plan to help with students to remove the A- from the system. We would really hope to work with faculty and staff to be able to have this A- as removed. That 5-point plan would be to enhance, gather, expand, partner, and ensure. Now, we would seek to enhance student participation in the initiative, gather research, expand the student scope and begin a grassroots and professional campaign, as well as partner with faculty and administrative offices to ensure and increase its effectiveness, and finally ensure a compromising and strong relation between all individuals involved. Now, we feel that this 5-point plan would be extremely beneficial to the students, not only across for whenever they apply to jobs, but specifically on this campus as well.
One thing that I think the reason A- is one of the biggest policy concerns is that I have not been to any student organization meeting, told them that we want to remove the A- system, and anyone say, oh, that's a bad idea. Everyone is always really interested in it. This seems to be a widespread concern across campus, and that's why it's something that Scott and I are addressing.
Thank you very much. Since we were a little slow getting out of the gate, I'm going to make this the last question from me. And that way each of you will have had 3 turns starting off with the question. So this one starts with Scott and Emily. And the question is, Missouri State University has committed itself to the public affairs mission. How would you like to see that mission expressed on campus, and how does your platform fit into the public affairs mission?
Absolutely. Well, the public affairs mission is something that I and Emily are extremely passionate about. Being so, we both serve on a committee known as the Distinction in Public Affairs. And so what we are seeking to do is, specifically within mine, and Emily will explain kind of her initiative on the platform as well, but we seek to increase the integration of the international students, and that's something that we outlined in our platform as well. I've served on IPALS for the past year now, and that's International Public Affairs Leaders again, and essentially what we are doing is it expands much more than just a buddy system or a mentorship program. There are several different needs that need to be addressed with the international students so that we can effectively integrate them onto this great campus of ours. We not only seek to add a mentorship program, but through IPALS we seek to analyze, after speaking with several different campus administrators as well as community administrators, we seek to analyze, provide more dental insurance and coverage for them because they are coming to the United States and not going to see a dentist because they cannot provide any services to them, as well as we are seeking to increase like swimming lessons. It goes down to a broad base to the over 600 international students that are on our campus. So we're really seeking to outreach to them.
And another point on our platform is that we really want to work with the faculty while they're reviewing the general education requirements and just making sure that the public affairs is a big component of every single general education requirement. Another point on our platform is that we want to make fair trade clothing available in the bookstore. Fair trade clothing it's a partnership that allows for making sure people have human rights as well as livable wages, and that it's very sustainable. And we feel like that would be a good addition to the public affairs mission as well.
Thank you very much. And now that same question to Allie and Emily. Again, the question is, Missouri State University has committed itself to the public affairs mission. How would you like to see that mission expressed on campus? And how does your platform fit into the public affairs mission?
I very much so appreciate this question because as a SOAR leader, we always talk about what the public affairs mission does for students on this campus and how we can integrate it into Missouri State, and we explain to them how they will directly be benefited by the public affairs mission. In terms of cultural competence, I'd like to go ahead and outline the International Student Initiative that we currently have on our platform. As I am the Director of Equity and Diversity, I have already been delegated tasks to in terms of international services. I personally have already had meetings with Jody Pritt, who is the Director of International Services on this campus. There are over 1,000 international students, well over 1,000 international students here that we do need to service, as well as programs that we need to provide for students who are Missouri State students going to an international home. Projects that I'm already currently working on, we didn't want to put on our platform because that's something that I don't want to take credit away from Vice President Mellish and President Sweat in terms of what they have accomplished so far. In terms of ethical leadership, on our platform we have stated that we would like to create an ethics statement for our cabinet because we would like to come together. We think that it would bring team building activities as well as showcase to the entire public what is important as a student government leader. You know, there comes a lot of criticism with being in student government because people think that maybe the motives of student government aren't exactly the most pure. This is a way to showcase ethical leadership by showing the entire community in this campus what we stand for.
I think also public affairs is something that Allie and I both value completely. I also am a member of the Distinction in Public Affairs program, and through that program I really have gotten to see Springfield through a different set of eyes, and I think that's very important. Allie mentioned the International Buddy program with the cultural competence pillar. She mentioned the ethical statement for ethical leadership, and also we have community engagement. Allie and I would like to have a student attend city council meetings within Springfield, and after talking with different individuals such as Dr. Galanis, the current public affairs chair, we do know that there is interest from the Springfield community.
Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to open it up now to questions from the floor. Now, if you could pose your question, we'll follow the same format where I'll start this time with Scott and Emily who will answer the question, and then Allie and Emily will answer, and we'll do a maximum of 6. And you'll each have 2 minutes for your answers once again. So do we have any questions from the floor? I see a hand back there.
As most of the students here probably agree, open communication is very important to us to make sure that we as students know all that we can from the Vice President and the President. I kind of want to know, with your experience, especially with Allie, with you on Panhellenic, do you feel as if you were open with everyone and the people you served on these boards with, both Scott and Allie, that they would say you were an open communicator? I feel like that's very important to us, for us to know as much as possible, so that we can not be shocked when something happens. Because these are hard times. I feel as if communication is just very, very important for both of your platforms.
Okay, so first Scott and Emily will answer that question, and then Allie and me.
As a communication major, I definitely understand the importance of communication. Now, the past week, I have realized, and through this specifically with our Greek Week committee that I served on, and with the lovely Emily Sherman, who's actually in the crowd today, we highlighted very specifically that we would ensure transparency between all chapter organizations as well as our committee. And so we have always ensured that absolutely everything that we have is brought to the students' attention. And so specifically throughout our hard work and throughout everything, I do feel like it was a very, very strong success in that matter. Now, with the communication specifically that Emily and I will bring next year to the student body, it will be and come from various integration of the students onto our cabinet, and as well as increasing the amount of senators that are at Senate, because we feel that their voice will be better represented. And so the communication that we seek to have a very transparent organization, and so through that and through my major, I definitely feel like that will be extremely beneficial to the student body in the upcoming year if elected.